Hey there, class. It's Bill McDowell, the Mortgage Professor, brought to you by Mortgage Alliance. Mortgages are marvelous. There's an exciting proposition going out there where people in major centers are looking at house prices and saying, my family unit just can't afford the kind of home that we would really love to have. So they're taking a look at a wonderful opportunity that is there, and that is to create a partnership with a like-minded family unit that also are looking for the style of housing. They're willing to share, but let's face it, a couple with a certain income has limited restrictions on what they can buy. But you get two couples together with compounding that income gives you a much broader avenue of not only house space but land space that you could possibly afford as a partnership that you could not afford as a single family unit. One of the things to take a look at, though, when you are forming this partnership is have an idea prior to looking for a home, some really central areas that are going to be of concern once you've bought the house. The first thing is, what happens if one of the partners within the group dies? The way that you register ownership of the property, be it joint tenant or tenants in common, has a great influence on how this one partner's estate will be handled. Will it pass directly to his partners without anything else being said, or does it have to be handled through a trustee of his estate, the executor? The other thing to take a look at is, let's say everyone is looking good in terms of employment, everything's all set up nicely, someone loses their job, not able to make the payments, the other party has to come forward and make those particular payments. What is the compensation for that party that ends up making those payments? What is the split of assets and how will it be done? This is something to think of in case someone defaults on their responsibility. The other thing is, what happens if you've been great co-workers, as an example, going in, you said, yes, we can do this partnership. We work really well together. But once you get into the home, you find that the dynamics just doesn't work. Well, what is going to be the mechanism where one partner can buy out another partner by introducing a different partner, those kind of things? Think of that. The other thing is that a partnership also is involved when, for example, you get a young couple buying their first home and they're told, listen, based on your credit, based on your income, it's not strong enough to buy the house that you want. Get your parents to become co-borrowers with you. Well, this is a partnership. One of the concerns that the parents would have, of course, is because they won't necessarily be living in this property, what will the tax treatment be if the home is sold at a future date at a profit? Who pays the taxes? Debt taxes. So think of these things and jot some notes down. Come to a decision. You are going to be going to a lawyer to get this properly crafted. But the big thing is, some of these lawyers are like $400 an hour. So if you can spend a couple hours ahead of time getting down what you think in terms of what will happen in case of death, default, division, and taxes, if that's an issue, get your ideas on paper now before you go to the lawyer, because at $400 an hour, if you could save a couple hours, that's looking after your money. So take a look at partnership. It has some really buying power advantages. The key is, if anything goes wrong in the future, you've got something documented, everyone knows what's happening and what they're going forward with. Watch your money.